Football. Aaron Rodgers' home Steelers debut could have gone better. The four-time MVP completed 18 of 33 passes through 2 interceptions. The Steelers' defense not much better, allowing Sam Darnold to overcome 2 early INTs and throw for nearly 300 yards, 2 scores, and a win for Seattle. The result was a 31-17 loss for Pittsburgh. Stephen A., our resident Steelers fan, what is the bigger concern for Pittsburgh right now? Is it the offense or the defense?
I think it's the defense, me personally, because the Steelers have already given up as many 30-point games in the first 2 games of this season than they did all of last season. I'm very, very concerned about that, and I'm very, very concerned because of injuries. Joey Porter Jr. is out. Deshaun Elliott is out. Yesterday during the game, Alex Highsmith, Isaiah Loudermilk, Patrick Queen, and Peyton Wilson all left the game due to injuries. And so now you're expecting at least a couple of them to miss a couple of weeks or so because of the high ankle sprains, and they're already depleted. And so I'm very, very concerned about that because they can't stop the run. They're surrendering about 150 yards a game. 4.4 yards a carry. You look at Kenneth Walker III right there. That's 19 yards. He walked into the end zone untouched. 19 yards and nobody touched him. That's not a Steelers defense that I'm accustomed to seeing. And that's what has me concerned. Coming into this season, we expected their defense to be stout. It was their offense that we had legitimate questions about. I'm not saying you still don't have those questions about the offense because they can't run the football. Najee Harris is going to the Chargers. 1 year, $5.25 million. You would have thought you could have kept her for that amount of money, but they didn't do so. And so now you're relying on Warren, who can ball, but you're not getting much help, much production from your running back spot. So these are the Steelers that can't seem to run and can't stop the run, but also got a bevy of injuries in their secondary, and they're giving up 30-plus points. Right now, the defense would be more of a priority for me than the offense in terms of what's ailing them. But across the board, things don't seem good right now as far as I'm concerned. But it's only week 2, and they did win week 1. So Aaron Rodgers, I think, is absolutely right. You got to roll with the highs and the lows the same way. You can't overreact to either.
You would?
Yeah, listen, I'm more concerned about the offense. Yeah. And here's why, because they cannot run the football. And like the whole premise of this offense under Arthur Smith, they want to run it and they want play action pass. Mm-hmm. When you take away the run aspect, you basically put everything on Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was sacked 4 times last week against the Jets with even more, countless more pressures. That Seattle defense got after Aaron Rodgers again. Guys, we're talking about a 41-year-old quarterback that's right now playing in a one-dimensional offense. If they can't run the football, it will be open season on Aaron Rodgers, and he will, trust me, he will not last throughout the season under the constant barrage of opposing defenses because they're one-dimensional. So I got the offense.
I'm going to second that with you too, Woody, because this is the thing that I've said even last week. Stephen A., with your steel curtain ambition, where's the amenities, bro? Like, DeQuavius Kiana Metcalf. I don't know what DK stand for, but we're going to just make that up. Where's he at, bro? Like, because we acquire him in the offseason with an addition to Aaron Rodgers. You're like, okay, this is a match made in heaven. When you have your starting running back leading the receiving charge, that's never a good sign. And if we're not talking about Christian McCaffrey here, we're not talking about Alvin Kamara, we're not talking about Jahmyr Gibbs, we're not talking about, Bijan Robinson. We're talking about a person that's like, hey, if you have all these assets that is not living up to expectations, and I'm not saying that he's not capable. He needs opportunity in DK to really perform, and we're just not seeing that, right? When I'm looking at Aaron Rodgers, I'm seeing a depleted source of valuable options, and that's a little concerning to me for them to be in the division that they're in, being able to go against the likes of the Cincinnati Bengals, even with, a quarterback issue. You got the Cleveland Browns, who played great defense or stopping the run, which makes you one-dimensional. And then obviously the Baltimore Ravens. When you're going against those guys, we're not used to seeing the Pittsburgh Steelers handle really go about things like this. When you think about the lineage and the ancestry of this specific team, Jerome Bettis, Mendenhall, like these guys that come to mind when you're thinking about, the running game, and we haven't seen it yet.
Stephen A.?
I feel you. I understand it. It's a concern, but I got news for y'all. 10 or more plays yes, 10 yards or more, all right? 10 or more yards per play. How many of those plays do you believe the Pittsburgh Steelers defense allowed yesterday? Take a guess, guys. I have the answer.
Double digit?
What'd you guess, Woody? What about you, Cam? How many do you think they allowed?
This is the point, 12.
Take a guess. 18. 18 plays for 10 or more yards. 4 of them for 20 or more yards. And who are their receivers? Is this CeeDee Lamb? Is this Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison? Is it Jamar Chase and T. Higgins? No. The Steelers gave that up to Jackson Smith and Jigbu and Cooper Kupp. Did you hear what I just said? That's what they did for the most part. And Kenneth Walker, of course, with his plays. Are you kidding me? Now, this is a team that's in the same division as Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, as Zay Flowers and Bateman and Adams and these boys, or D-Hop, I'm sorry. This is what we're talking about. This is a problem. It's a problem. So I get what y'all coming from in terms of running the football. I agree with you, no doubt. They need to do better, okay? And they need to recognize that 41-year-old quarterback behind center. He can still fling that football, but you need to protect him. He's been sacked 7 times already, okay? Guys need to get open. DK Metcalf, very, very good point. Where's the stud that I know and love? I haven't seen him, even though he caught a touchdown yesterday. I haven't seen him. I need to see more from DK Metcalf. All of that is true, but nothing is more alarming as what we're seeing from this defense, which is why T.J. Watt, the new $41 million man, said, yo, we need to look ourselves in the mirror.